Hello everybody, welcome back to Cash Kicks TV. Today we're back with a new video, but before we get into that, we're going to address something that I feel needs to be said on my channel, and that is kind of the lack, or let's say the consistency of videos being dropped on this channel, and kind of why that is. For some people this may be hard to understand, but if you create videos, make content, you would definitely see where I'm coming from. Us as YouTubers, we obviously watch other creators on YouTube, and we aspire and try to recreate videos that we enjoy watching ourselves, right? And for me, there's been tons of YouTubers that I would watch and be like, yo, I could see myself doing something like this, doing it well, and enjoy doing it. End of the day, it's not about dropping content for me, it's about enjoying the content you're creating. And sometimes I don't feel, happy. I'm not going to say happy. I don't enjoy the content that I'm making all the time. Like, yeah, I have this beautiful collection, it's growing each day, but like sometimes you want to do a little bit more. And where I live, it's kind of hard to do that. I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but you look at somewhere like LA where the sneaker community is so strong over there, and there's so much options and so much to do, where it's just it's a walking video everywhere you go. Where here, I'm not saying it's impossible to do a video, but it would be very repetitive, right? My last video, I did a vlog of me looking for a certain sneaker, and I wasn't even able to find that in store, but it would be something like that continuous, right? And of course, the other part is there's so many other creators out there to work with, collab with, help put you in the right directions. And over here, there isn't the greatest, let's just say, stores and sneaker creators to work with, so it's kind of made things a little bit harder. Also, I understand you don't necessarily need somebody to work with to make videos. This is my channel to do on my own, but it doesn't hurt to have somebody that is going through the same thing you are, creating videos, creating content, wanting to collab. But I'm just saying why there's been a lack of consistency here and there. Sometimes I don't have the motivations to just sit down and just talk about a shoe, reviewing it, unboxing it. Sometimes I feel it's not the need to. There's been so many of those videos out on YouTube. What's me adding mine? What I'm saying? Especially if it's not early. Nowadays, people are getting shoes so early. You guys already seen those unboxing reviews. And I know it's not done by me. Some people want to see my opinion on it. But, I'm all about not necessarily just putting out content to put out content. It has to be something I enjoy and something that's done right. So if I don't feel like I'm going to do those two things, then sometimes I don't want to do the video. But just want to explain that for some of you guys, you may feel that's not a valid reason to not push out content. I do other things like the basketball, but even that as well, you look at other places, there's so much more basketball going on, where here we really struggle just to find an open gym sometimes here. So that is why the content is always not coming out consistent. It's something I 100% want to do always and will continue. And going forward, we're going to try to find ways to push out more content. I just want to give you guys a reason why it may not seem as consistent as it should be. But still, thank you to all those that subscribe to the channel, helped us grow to where we are. Like I said, we're not going to stop. I'm just letting you guys know why you may not see the consistent videos dropping as much as you would like. Alright, but we got a video for you guys today. Let's get straight into it, and let's go do that right now. Alright, you guys, so today's video is about 5 sneakers in my collection that I would sell right now. Now, before we even get into those sneakers, I want to let you guys know, do not message me asking me or giving me a price that you would buy any of these sneakers for. I'm actually not selling these sneakers. These are just sneakers that I would sell if I had to sell any of my shoes. So please do not come to me and say, yo, I'll buy these. I'm not selling them. Okay, I'm just going to tell you $5,000. Alright, because just, no, I know you're not buying it for that. So do not even bother. Before I even really get into the shoes, another reason why I would not really even look to sell any of my shoes, I don't really sell my shoes anymore, is because this whole buy and sell game is a complete mess, right? So people that are buying shoes, they always want things for the low, and guys, like, I'm sorry, but some of these sneakers, the value, I'm trying to break it down to you guys very slowly here. The value of these shoes do not stay the same of when they were dropped. Sometimes it goes up. So because you saw them one day in Foot Locker for $300, I cannot give them to you for $300. Or because I wore them a couple times, I'm supposed to sell them to you for $200. Realistically, that's how it used to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But the sneaker game has changed, right? So a sneaker that you may think is whatever, I should be selling to you for maybe $500, $600, $700, and you guys aren't willing to pay that. Some people are, of course, but I don't like going through the whole hassle of it, of, you know, trying to sell a shoe. And then you have these sneaker stores that say they buy shoes, right? Let me give you a typical sneaker store, what they do, right? So when you want to buy a shoe from them, right, they're going by the resale value, duty fees you'd have to pay, all these fees, that's their price, right? Go to one of these sneaker stores and actually try to sell a shoe. They're going to go on one of them stores. They're going to go by what was the last price it was sold by. Oh, it's used. Oh, the box is damaged. They're going to do the best they can to lower that price. Lowball you, right? Try to catch you when you're at a vulnerable time where you might need the money and you might have to take it. Next day or 2 days, that shoe is going to be sold for double what they sold to you for. Now it's alright. Box damage is not that bad. Oh, this scuff, we could clean it. So that's just the game to me. I'd rather keep my shoe, man. These shoes all have memories to me. And when I sell that shoe, I'm kind of selling that memory. Unless it was something that, like, you know, I didn't really want and I could sell for, you know, a high price. Or that was the intention of getting it anyway. Like when you get some of these Off-Whites or Travis's. Other than that, if it was a shoe I really bought, I really wanted, you know, or I went, you know, a lot out of my way to get, more than likely I'm going to probably just keep that shoe for that long because, you know, like I said, I'd rather keep that memory. Alright? So, you know, we talked a lot. Let's get into the 5 sneakers in my collection that I would sell right now if I had to. And let's start off with something that I spoke to in the past. It's the Jordan 13 Flint. Honestly, it's a classic. It's a shoe that, you know, everybody loves. Whenever it drops, it gets that traction that everyone is marking them on their calendar, right? But it's just one of those shoes in my collection that when I'm thinking what the shoe to wear, you know, we all have that process of what shoe we want to wear today. This one just never comes to mind. Even if I try to force it, sometimes you gotta just force yourself to wear a shoe. Even when I try to do that for this, it's just not a shoe that I could, you know, do. Like, I don't know, it's not the most comfortable shoe on top of that. The colorway to me is fire. This is something I wanted so badly when I was in high school. But now that I got it, like it looks like I wore it. I couldn't tell you when I wore this, but I must have because the bottoms are a little dirty. But it's just not a shoe that comes to mind whenever I want to think of something to wear. And that says a lot because, you know, I'm a type of person, I like to give each shoe a turn, right? Because you leave your shoes, they're going to break on you when you really want to wear them. But this is just a shoe I just can't find myself to wear yet. So it would have to be on that list that if I'm selling something, it's on there. Next shoe, we're going to go to a shoe that dropped a while ago. I believe it was 2014. And it is an Air Jordan 11. Guys, I would say, now the 4s are my favorite silhouette. The 1s would be the second. I would say 11s is my third. Right? So that says a lot if I'm willing to sell these. Honestly, it's just a little bit too plain for me. And I don't know, like, it's plain but it's fire at the same time. These are one of the shoes that I gotta force myself to wear and remind myself how fire they are. And I just haven't done that yet. I believe when they first dropped, I did wear them a couple of times. But wearing these outside, it's been 5+ years, guys. No joke, no lie. Dead ass. It's been over 5 years since I wore these shoes. And I just don't know when it's gonna happen. I really don't. Love to have in my collection. Like I said, these aren't some things that I would sell, so obviously I'm not looking to sell these, but if I had to pick 5 shoes in my collection that I had to sell, this would definitely be one of them. Jordan 11 Gamma. Let's go into another shoe here. This is the shoe that I actually did consider selling for real, but then said to myself, no, we're going to keep it. I don't even remember the name. It's an Air Force. It has something to do with the earth, as you could see. It was designed by, I'm pretty sure, a Chinese shoe designer, and he did a really good job. But these are just something really hard to wear on foot, and the pictures that I saw of them, it looked a little bit less like, I don't know, it didn't look like it had as much detail as it does when you actually see them. The details looked a little bit more like a one color, but when you actually get them, there's just a bunch of colors on them, and it's just something that, like the Gammas, I just haven't said why would I, pick these to wear. It's a lot going on, and I just haven't done so yet. But I could see me wearing these. I literally have not worn them yet. I got them on GOAT, so I paid a pretty good nickel for them, so they're not going out of my collection. I do like how, on the tongue it says Air Force One. That's dope. That was a good idea, but just something that I found very hard to wear. So if I had 5 shoes I had to pick to sell, this would have to make the cut. Now my last 2 are shoes that I do like, but I have 2 good reasons why I would sell them. Let's start off with the Air Jordan. I believe this is the Moon. Now when I first saw these shoes, I really loved them just because of the quality on the navy blue, the Moon part. I loved it, right? The quality was amazing. That like suede nubuck, it feels soft, it feels rich. Very good quality. It's on the swoosh as well. But it's just another shoe that it never comes to mind when it's time to wear. And it also got some of this stupid defect glitter going on that I clean every time I see it. So after this video, I'm going to do the same with a crepe wipe. But like, it's just one of those shoes that I don't know if I value it too much because I've seen what they go for now, and I got these for the low. So I'm just like, yo, if I can get $8 for these, should I? But realistically, it would break my rule of never selling a Jordan 1 again, because a Jordan 1 is just a great stock that I want to see what it's going to be worth 5-10 years down the road, and we're not there yet. So it's a shoe that I can't sell yet. So let's go into our last shoe, and this is going to surprise you guys, but there's a reason behind it, and it is the Jordan 4 Black Noir. The simple reason why I want to sell these, if I had to, was because I really made a mistake in getting this colorway instead of the guava. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, be prepared for a guava versus Black Noir or Noir colorway, because I'm going to get those guavas eventually, and I'm not going to, unstitch it. I'm going to leave it like I wish I did for these. Like I said, I love the shoe. It's never going to be sold because the value of these pretty much sticked around where I got them at. And if I was to sell them, I'd probably be doing someone a favor. And we don't do no favors out here, man. So definitely a shoe I'm going to keep in my collection. But I just wish I got the Jordan 4 Guavas instead of these. So I wanted to add them into that, these mix of 5. Realistically, it probably wouldn't make my top 5 into sell because this is one of my, my top shoes in my collection, let's be honest. It just, every time I look at them, I kind of just think of the Guava 4s. I mean, the Union Guava 4s. And until I get those, that probably won't stop. So I need to hurry up and get those. First, it was like I was trying to get them at a good price. Now I'm thinking about them too much. I gotta go get them, and my size is nowhere to be found. But we're gonna get them for sure. That's 100%. So yeah, those are the 5 sneakers right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, watch out for me being a little more consistent and trying to make more content for you guys. I want it to be content I really enjoy, and that is content that I do, but I need to do that a little bit more consistent. And also same with the basketball videos. I'm still playing in a few leagues. There's no reason why I couldn't at least put one video out of some of those leagues I've been doing. So that's something I'm going to do going forward. Rather Thursday or Sunday I play a game. I'm going to record one of those 2. Probably Sunday because it is a playoff game, so stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it, man. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video. And that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate everyone watching. I'm Cash Cakes TV, and we out.